Alright, welcome everyone. Back to Bioshock Infinite, Burial at Sea.
Here we go, a video game.
We're down to what is theoretically the last Booker DeWitt in existence. But not really.
One would think.
One would hope. Alright, so last time we took a good, long look at how Elizabeth interacts with the environment in Sander Cohen's freaking apartment.
God. I went and hunted down the VOD for that one because I was desperate to see it again.
Yeah. I've also noticed we've had a sharp uptick in views on the VOD channel, so thank you everyone for that. You know, like
Yeah,
3 of you
that's
who actually
neat.
showed
If you're
up.
watching, we love you.
Someone's coming.
Elizabeth, how did you get over there? Did you just
Elizabeth
squeeze?
is highly talented.
Did you just squeeze through the bars again?
Business before pleasure.
Elizabeth is like a cat. She can compress her bones.
Elizabeth actually opened. Wow, this is the lousiest gate I have ever seen.
Booker, why didn't we just go through there?
I hear you gossiping about me.
Hell, hey, fuck that. It's Minecraft.
Oh, hell yeah, Minecraft Steve is in this game?
Right. And he didn't go plumping out of existence this time.
Good for him.
Where? I think the dude with the bullet did, though, so that's unfortunate.
That's where Cohen said we'd find Sally. The store ran trans.
Alright, is there anything good to loot while Elizabeth exposits for us? Because we've already listened to this.
It helps in situations like this.
This is still the
Okay,
lousiest.
question, is there any way to make the subtitles bigger? Or is that not an option?
Let's see. Graphics. No. I don't think they started adding font sizes.
Unfortunate.
I don't think they started adding font sizes to, like, console games until, like, the new God of War came out. And that was in a patch.
I know, but I was hoping, because they are quite small.
Do you ever think about how if this game came out today, it would have gotten absolutely reamed by everyone except, like, hard-right conservatives?
51? No. 48?
That's a rather
Yeah,
large gap.
just because it's...
Life
I think it was appreciated at the time, because people just weren't looking at things as harshly.
49 for sure.
Like, if
It
you
was like,
lit-
yeah, you can appropriate racist iconography for your shitty video game. Sure, fine.
No, but here's the thing. The way BioShock treated the Vox Populi, they were basically how conservatives demonized BLM.
What's the matter?
I know, it's really gross. And I think someone on the writing team should have gone humps. Maybe not. You know, maybe let's not.
Now, why do I only give you 2 bullets to get hand cannon start?
Mr. DeWitt, here.
Thank you.
That'll do.
When do I get the 3rd bullet? Alright. Thankfully, they're not throwing people with guns at me, so that's useful. Now, I swear this lady had a gun, but she just didn't give me anything because she's
Well,
cheap.
There's the trend.
That splicer had no problem freezing a path for us.
No
I'm
handouts.
sure he'll be happy to do the same for us.
I have no doubt.
I will say, this is stupid. We just... There's no way across here other than to get Winter Blast.
It's a little silly.
Do we not just...
Like, there are a lot of points where it's like, oh, this is an obstacle, but this is such a video game obstacle.
Yeah, like... if nothing else, are you telling me we can actually supercharge the plasmid enough to freeze
Ice rink.
gushing water into a solid bridge
Says it's on
without
top
it
floor.
cracking from the gushing water or falling into the pit below? Because we'd have to freeze it all at once, and that would require so much power.
Come on, people. Oh, yes, the circus!
Welcome to the circus of I'm not getting banned on Twitch.
I'm sorry, people watching. You're missing out on our great running string of circus jokes because we weren't recording it, and now we can't say it.
Yeah. On the other hand, yeah, sure, resource management is stupid because you can only carry a dozen bullets for the hand cannon. What? But hey, I thought this would be much worse because we're in the Rapture economy. Oh my god, they don't even have Adam here, right? There's a big point about how there's like 2 little sisters in the entire building, and we're looking for one of them. So we
Oh,
just
fuck.
buy them with cash. This isn't even a gatherer's garden, this is a gene bank. You're telling me you couldn't have added the gatherer's garden? There's already the asset in the game.
Questionable choices, devs.
Like, this is such a dumb thing to fixate on, but it's like... Oh, jeez, that took so much of our E. What the hell? I wanted the wallet the game was telling me about. Ow. Yeah, like, you're telling me you couldn't have added this... You couldn't have put the frickin'... You couldn't have made that a gatherer's garden.
Too much work.
You baked up fresh assets for this game, but you couldn't have used the assets already in the game. Okay, so the Rapture economy isn't quite as strong as...
Store sunk a few hundred feet beyond its
Yeah.
specifications. More pressure.
The Rapture economy isn't quite as strong as the new Columbia economy, but the prices are still the same. So we're still... So stuff is still cheaper than it was in Bioshock 1 or 2. Where, like, a couple...
Yeah.
Yeah, like a couple mags of freaking machine gun ammo could clean you out. Mind you, I think we can carry fewer bullets
Like, at
here.
the end of the day,
Have matters
this
progressed?
isn't Bioshock 1 or 2. This is Bioshock Infinite pretending to be Bioshock 1 for a brief interlude.
Yeah, because we have the next DLC, which wants to be Dishonored.
God. Like, it has the aesthetics of the first 2 games, but none of the gameplay.
Our frozen friend is a hell of a trade.
Yeah. Honestly, I know I shouldn't be nitpicking stuff like this too much, but why is there a what is Winter Blast doing here as a Houdini plasmid? Because Winter Blast Houdini splicers only show up in Minerva's Den, which is, you know, the R&D capital of Rapture. And more importantly, they were only there after the fall of Rapture.
Because they didn't... They can't keep track of the... It's in an alternate timeline. Don't worry about lore. It's fine. That's the excuse for every problem in this game.
Oh my god. You see how little damage a fireball did to these people. They had like a fifth of their health top.
God.
Oh man, are we flimsy? I know this is hard mode, but what the heck?
You wanna thank me?
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Here's the thing, is hard mode has been pretty hit and miss on difficulty.
Yeah. Also, I didn't realize this, but Possession and frickin' what is this called again? Possession and Devil's Kiss have the exact same salt cost now.
Okay? strange balancing choice in the DLC, but alright.
It's because you have fewer resources, you can't afford to spend all your money on salt anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't instantly kill them anymore.
Oh, huh. Okay, that explains... Honestly, that's not a bad way of balancing it.
Yeah. Also, just as a reminder, that's actually an upgrade for possession. You can't possess people with it until you buy the upgrade, even if the game hands it to you on a silver platter. But yeah, possession's significantly cheaper, but... Yeah, possession's a lot cheaper, but it doesn't let you, you know, just instantly take someone out anymore. Which, fair enough, I guess. God, the economy's really suffering because health, because 4 times the health for only a little over double the cost is ridiculous. Are there even a lot?
Like, they're doing their best, but Bioshock Infinite's economy is in shambles.
Yeah. Alright, so lockpicks are still a thing. We do need to find those. Like, as stupid as this game is, it is very nice to see Rapture in... Oh my fucking god, these things? Of course!
Yeah, like, this is a cool setting. Rapture's the coolest fucking setting that's ever been invented.
What
So
the
it automatically makes this game look better in comparison.
game? Please give me some kind of auto-aim or assistance with the plasmids. The vigors. Like, my possession literally just... I was aiming dead at the machine gun turret, but my possession pooped on the column.
Your possession, you know, you just whiffed it. It's fine.
Alright, first piece of gear. Using a plasmid to kill an enemy returns some E. That's kinda useless, considering our plasmids kinda can't kill. At least the turrets aren't nearly as good as they were in actual... Elizabeth, please fucking move. Yeah, the turrets aren't nearly
Yeah,
as
if
good
this
as
was
they
like
used
an
to be.
actual Rapture turret, they would have eviscerated you.
Yeah. Yeah, these turrets don't do anything. It's great.
That's right. Cry
Oh,
like
jeez,
me.
that shadow.
Oh, oh,
Love you, why should she?
it's a little crunchy, it's fine.
Oh, that headshot.
Sometimes you just gotta get those crispy shadows.
It barely did half of his health. That was a carefully lined up headshot.
Ugh.
Ryan, you
There
bastard.
it is.
Left me here to rot. Sure, I signed the contract.
And like, Ash, you can't hear it, but this dude's swearing at Andrew Ryan, and that's
10
literally all he
days,
does.
big rush, everything slapdash, right before the
Good for
prisoners
him.
arrived.
One day we'll figure out how to get the audio to me.
Both kneecaps.
Well, it won't be today.
Cripple locked in a jail, surrounded by
No,
maniacs. Haven't even been
neither of us have the spoons
Just
for
get
that
me out of
today.
here.
Okay, but seriously, why do they make it so you can only carry a dozen handgun bullets when all you have is handgun?
It's just inconvenient in a way that doesn't seem enjoyable.
Because it's not like ammo's hard to get a hold of either. We literally just have to backtrack to the Circus of Clown redacted.
Fancy putting
This
those
joke
lockpicking
has
skills
been
to work.
redacted by the FBI.
Ah.
All yours.
Alright, time for the Daily Bread. Could you not have come up for a better name for your diner? Let us get
The
that
Daily
bread.
Bread is the name of my superhero universe newspaper.
Oh shit, you can carry all your weapons on you now. And all your plasmids.
Oh, yes!
It is a survival game here, so, you know, that makes sense. Alright, what else have we got? First off, health up. Alright, it's up to you. Eve, shield, or health?
Let's go, Eve.
Yeah.
Nice.
I still think it's stupid that it's just a loot all button when you're... I still hate it when you're looting containers and it's loot all. So if there's something you don't want to take, like, you know, alcohol, you're out of luck.
Yeah, why don't they just give you the choice?
Like, I know it's just for convenience sake, but still. Also, now that I think about it, why does Booker DeWitt have a hat on by default if he never wears a hat anytime you see his face?
Listen, in this universe, he's stylish.
It
True.
used to be such a thrill to hear
Alright.
Ryan speak. Parasites, this. And the exaltation of man, that. Sure, it could get a bit of a bore. But the old bear sure knew how to enunciate.
God, we are just blasted right now. Like, I think the game is genuinely quieter right there because we were just blackout drunk.
Yeah, because you did inadvertently drink the entire alcohol in that restaurant.
Yeah.
Huh.
Elizabeth, what are you looking
Mr.
at?
DeWitt, a lockbox. Grab it.
See, that's useful. Thank
He's
you.
just vibing. I will
We're-
say, I do like this universe's Elizabeth design. It's neat.
Yeah, I mean, for one, she doesn't have a titty window despite being your daughter.
Yeah, you know, they're not sexualizing your daughter, which is neat. Game. A little fucking weird, that.
Ah, there we are. Right. Yeah, plasmids are better if you... Vigors are better if you use their trap function. Not to mention,
Falling for their trap card.
God, literally, the best thread on Tumblr is that one where everyone's trying to just destroy or save the dog.
You in the bedroom?
Yeah! Yeah! Oh, that one's classic. I hope it comes back around soon.
Wait, why don't I all... Equip this stuff by default, game. Jesus. If you don't have anything in the slot, just put it in the slot. Don't make me look for which button's on what.
Yeah, this game, there's a lot of quality of life things that this game just doesn't seem to have.
Yeah. Okay, so what Mouse Trapper does is it makes... What did it say? I think it makes your traps more potent and cuts the throwing spots off. Because there is an additional cost.
Something like that.
Yeah, combined with killing enemies giving you Eve as long as it's with the plasmid, actually kind of useful. Actually kind of useful, because if you get 2 enemies at once with a Hellfire trap, then you just do it for free. Which is nice.
Hell yeah.
Alright. Gotta remember skyhooks are in the game. Start air grabbers.
Yeah, you know, we've retroactively added them to Bioshock.
Kill my puppet! I obviously backed the wrong horse in this race. Alright, yeah. I wonder how much machine gun ammo we're allowed to carry, because I bet you it's smaller than what it used to be. Okay, let's see. If you're Aiming down sights is an awful idea because it's kind of hard to tell what you're aiming at with the sights in this game. But why not? Bonus damage. Sure, we'll do that. At least if you're trying to land like precision headshots with the pistol. You only get 4 bullets from... I find it stupid you only loot like 4 bullets off of the machine gun enemies. Like, I'm sorry, if I pick up a whole ass machine gun...
They're trying to... Yeah, they're trying to cut your ammo in ways that are just not fun.
Like, I'm sorry, but if I picked up a whole ass machine gun, and you told me there are only 4 bullets in it, I'd call bullshit. Because it is a whole ass machine gun. Like, 4 bullets isn't even a quarter of the clip. The magazine. I know there's a distinction
Really
between the two, but
isn't
no one actually knows what
anything.
that distinction is. This match will get red hot. The red is because I have bonus damage from murdering a man. Apparently.
Nice.
Alright. Also, apologies if I'm not talking quite as much as you're used to. My throat's a little messed up from talking so much.
We're still getting in the groove of this whole thing. I might also be less talkative because my body's being all homophobic this week.
Oh! Yeah, evil... What? So, Ash, remember how we had that thing that gave us bonus range on our melee attacks? And we also had that thing that made enemies take double damage?
Yes.
This is a fucking worse version of both of those, because we get the bonus range, sure. The melee attacks do double damage. That's nice. It only applies to the melee attacks, and you sacrifice 1/5 of your regenerating shield to do it.
Jesus.
No.
It's the worst of everything.
Like, okay, it's... Okay, the bonus melee range is the same. But that's still just stupid. Wow, a whole box of Tommy gun ammo. 12 bullets.
Wow.
I still don't have a single... I still don't have a whole magazine yet.
The Herald said, a dead whale has washed up at the Schubert Theater and stinks a little more with each passing night. The Tribune called my first opera as having the effect of cancelling out all of Mozart's classics in a single caterwaul. And now, critics take me to task for my humanitarian
I'm
work.
still upset that they just decided to not subtitle these logs. Like, what the hell?
These bellyachers take my place. An artist.
What's happened to these people? They don't even seem sane.
Nothing beats your first splice. From there, it's all downhill. The frozen frosties, the jockeys who'll hand you 1,000 volts as soon as look at you.
You sound sympathetic.
They'll be the first sons of bitches who found an answer at the bottom of a bottle. But once you see them go all weak at the knees at the sight of a little sister and all her Adam, they cut a less sympathetic figure.
Like, okay, fair enough. Splicers are horrendously addicted to splicing. But it also doesn't help that their genetic code is literally unraveling the longer they don't take a hit.
Yeah, it's kind of a little fucked up.
But no, we gotta draw a parallel between Booker DeWitt and Sploices. Also, I love the fact that canonically, if Comstock didn't put on a voice, he'd sound exactly like Booker DeWitt.
Good. Like, honestly, that would have been neat foreshadowing in the first game if at some point he, like, stopped putting on this facade and just started talking and it just fucking sounded like you.
Like, that would have been a very cool moment. That would have been a very cool moment for when you actually confront him in his airship.
Yeah, like, honestly, the twist in the first game isn't bad, it's just poorly
Short circuit.
foreshadowed,
Probably be able to pop it open.
and
Jolt of shock
because of that, it feels like it comes out of
more
nowhere.
than you could know.
Let's look around. Maybe there's a story. Ransack
Yeah,
the
the
supplies
endgame
area.
twists. Okay, yeah, the endgame twist kind of sucks. You didn't hear us ranting about it, but it fucking sucks. Did they put little arms on the TVs? That's adorable.
Oh, I love Rapture. Finally, the innovation people want.
Literally, what purpose do those arms serve? Are they gonna, like, break the screen so no one, in case someone tries to remove the TV without the passcode? Is this their solution to remote controls? The TV just changes the dials for you?
Honestly, I would love it if that was the case, because it's such like a... That's such the way they would think to do it.
Yeah, don't make a remote control. Just give the TV arms so it can press the buttons for you. That's honestly adorable. Alright. I mean, I guess if we're talking about alternate realities, I guess it makes sense that Winter Blast is a little bit more available than Winter Breath. Or, no, I guess this one's Winter Breath. Wait, this one's Old Man Winter, isn't it? I think it's Old Man Winter.
I can't remember.
I think it was Winter's Blast in the first game, Winter's Blast in the second game, Winter's Breath in Infinite, and Old Man Winter in Burial at Sea. Yes, that does sound stupid, but I remember a line in the next... Maybe it's still called Winter's Breath, it's just that the slogan is A Breath of Old Man Winter. Or maybe it's just Winter's Breath, and my brain decided Old Man Winter's a thing they said at some point.
I'm gonna check, but I'm telling you, he is closed.
It's a mystery. Right, what you would name Winter's Blast in the chat. This is audience participation now.
I mean, honestly, Old Man Winter sounds like something they would... Old Man Winter sounds like something they'd call it in this game, anyway.
You are correct.
Look at the invisible wall here.
Why do they have invisible walls here but not at Sandy's place where they clearly didn't want you to go in the water?
This corner in specifically is incredible. What?
Oh! Yes! Speedrun
What?
strat, get out of the map!
Why is there an invisible wall here? It goes both ways.
Oh my god! Yes!
I'm literally standing in thin air. You
Get
know,
out
this
of the
is...
map, escape!
Ah, lame. I was wondering... No, you... Okay, it doesn't put a bullet decal on the invisible wall, but you can clearly see the smoke coming off of it.
What the hell?
What is the point of
Why?
this? Why is there... You know, we're not going to finish part 1 today, because we're going to find stuff like this. What?
This is infinitely more entertaining than what this game has to show us.
I do want to note that this invisible wall goes both ways, but for some reason, the invisible wall is just really low right here. Why is it tilted?
Oh my god!
Elizabeth, everything's gonna be alright. I have magic powers.
It's okay, Elizabeth. We're gonna make it.
Come on, Elizabeth. Open a tear. Use this thing as a force field. Oh my god, she can walk on it
You're gonna
too.
follow us up, please. Please.
She walked on it for a second. She was on it for a second.
Come on,
Please
Elizabeth, join us in the air.
come now, girl. A land of excitement awaits. I want to see.
Who
God.
cares about finding this child? We've got this invisible wall.
All right, come on. I think if we're moving, she's more likely to move too.
Okay.
Okay, her physics are definitely
This extends out way far. Too.
Yeah, her physics are definitely a lit. There we go. She teleported into the wall.
Yeah.
I don't. Okay, damn it. I don't think the invisible wall affects her. I think she managed to step on it
I
first.
guess that makes sense because they don't want her getting stuck. But
Oh.
boo.
I think I saw her step on it,
No
but
collision.
game. I'm sorry. I want to know.
They
Okay,
had
no,
one
those-
person play testing.
These are on strings. No, wait. Okay, this has an invisible wall on it, so you can't get directly underneath the light, so it's not obvious. But this one doesn't, so it is obvious.
What the fuck happened in the development of this DLC? Why is it like this?
You know what? I think the invisible wall right here is actually an extension of the invisible wall over here, because this invisible wall curves a bit.
Like, why the fuck would they do that, though? It's so much more work for no reward.
Yeah, there isn't an invisible wall on this set of heads, just on the other one. Oh,
What the fuck?
also, this is gonna be really funny. It's good. Come on. You can step on her head.
Yes!
I think her
You just
hit.
did a full-on Mario ground pound to Elizabeth. She's dead.
I think the hitbox on her head's a little too funky to properly stand on it, but you definitely bounce off of her head.
Yeah.
Oh, you literally bounce off of her head. Her head's a bounce pad.
Oh my god. Her power.
I love how she keeps teleporting to get away from this too.
Yeah, because she's not meant to be doing this. The devs don't want you to see this.
Yeah, the game doesn't like it if she stands still for too long. Come on, I want to see if I can stay on her head permanently. No.
I think she's gonna move away from you every time you try.
No, you're literally bouncing off of her skull. It's freaking hilarious. God, 3 lockpicks? Are you kidding me? Holy hell.
What the hell?
Oh. Oh no, I think that was just Elizabeth. No, the collision's a little janky here. I think there's another invisible wall here. Or, no, I think...
Like, I just...
No, I think the hitbox on this part here just extends out really far.
I mean, I guess that's fine. It's the invisible walls everywhere that I'm weirded out by, because generally, like, you should only put them where they're needed, but they just fucking had that random-ass tilted one in there.
No, okay, I don't think it's an invisible wall. I think Booker's hitbox, it just makes it so it looks like you're standing a decent distance from anything you're at. However...
Yeah, they don't want Booker getting too close to anything.
However, there is a very distinct corner here-ish. Yeah, there's like a little corner right there. Gee, and I wonder why my voice started disappearing.
I wonder what could have possibly happened to damage your voice.
It was laughing at the stupid fucking bullshit in these games. In this one game specifically. Alright, that's an invisible wall. I wonder if we're gonna have to come to Lady's Word later, or if this is entirely just the side area. I'm assuming this is just the side area. Oh great, there's another turret. There's a baby. Alright.
Yeah, those old numbers. Most
Yeah, so with the bonus damage, you can kill them in one shot, so apparently that bonus is pretty big.
Aww.
Thanks, Elizabeth. You're incredibly helpful. Hey, look, an anglerfish. I feel like the anglerfish doesn't do super well down here with the glitzy lights.
Yeah, I'd imagine an anglerfish would want to stay away from the brightness.
Also, I want to note that the magazine on the machine gun here is 35 bullets. Like, isn't it 40 by default in the other areas? Oh, hey, lockpick. Alright, so now we can check out that other area, and I don't know if we've actually seen an audio log talking about the code for that. Not that I would know. This game doesn't have a nifty feature where if you find the code somewhere, it'll tell you when you go to the keypad. Okay, bullets do leave a decal, so
yeah,
they definitely...
you know, just little quality of life things that other games have that this game doesn't.
God, yeah, these turrets are just kind of useless.
They're so easy to dodge.
Yeah.
And also, I don't think they respond to Elizabeth, which I understand why, but... Hi, Elizabeth. It's very strange.
We are just going to ignore how, like, her skirt and hair physics... Wait. What on earth was that? Was that a seam? Like, you saw... No, I think that's just the light from the turret acting really weird.
Yeah, I think... Because that's the flash of light you saw on the side of the screen, yeah? That's what you're talking about?
Yeah, that weird flash of white light.
Yeah, I think that's just the lighting engine freaking the fuck out.
Bioshock Infinite, there, let's see. For only how fucking much was this DLC? Who knows?
Let's find out. I'm going to my good friend Google. Tell me how much money this thing was on release. Tell
Crack
me.
this one open.
I'll give it a whirl. Got it.
Oh no, it is Old Man Winter in this DLC. Oh, 9-2. Okay, so the game literally just straight up tells you if you get an audio, if you get a passcode now.
Hoping one'll get through it somewhere.
Okay, so episode 1 was $14.99. The hang on. Yeah. So episode 1 was $14.99. Episode 2 is the same price, which means collectively
$30.
this DLC was $30.
Wait. Hey, game? Game? Why is this here now? Why wasn't it in the lock room?
You spent...
Why didn't you just put this in the storeroom? Why'd you have it show up here? There's no one around to explain why it's here. Did Audiolog Man say something?
Well,
No.
you know, this is dimensional timeline bullshit.
Yeah, Audio Log Man didn't say anything. He was just giving you the code. Oh, I see. It's a booby
Audio Log
trap.
Man doesn't know shit.
The doctor.
It was a booby trap, everyone. I solved it. Was there a dude
You
behind
solved
me?
the trap puzzle.
Was there a guy behind me? Because the damage indicator was telling me there was a dude behind me.
Is that attitude? Easily avoided.
God, fights are expensive in terms of bullets because this game doesn't like giving you bullets.
Elizabeth?
Like, on the one hand, it is hard mode. On the other hand, we've got nothing.
All yours.
Again, it's not like money's. It's not like you're really strapped for cash here in Rapture either. Oh, fuck you.
Yeah.
Dwayne, can you hear me?
God, yeah, you really just fucking melt him in this one. How many bullets was that game? That was well over a third of the entire clip. Thanks.
That'll do.
Where? Oh,
Right now.
hi. Hellish. Alright, 0928. 0928.
0928.
This game is dumb. Seriously, why did they change it so we use this system for passcodes? This is a dumb system.
Specifically so you can't do it in combat.
Yeah, but I don't think anyone... It's still just bad design, honestly. Because it's just awkward to use. Like, just make it so the game doesn't pause when you pull up the decal thing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's useful. I love the fucking power stance on this cowboy.
He's fucking ready.
Unfortunately,
He's gonna throw down.
too bad we can't use it because we don't have enough ammo to be reloading mid-fight anyway. So, like, there's no point. Like, having a reload thing requires you having ammo.
Heartless. That's what this town is. All my
Like, at least with the other thing, we have a chance of getting our Eve back.
Marked. Return to sender. Insufficient postage.
Also, there's literally no reason to destroy the turrets, because you can't loot anything off them. They have too much health, and Elizabeth, you're in the way, goddammit!
Like, they're doing their best, and I think Elizabeth is generally okay, but sometimes she just
Holy hell,
is
it's so...
stuck.
That's like 6 people. In this DLC, it makes fighting 3 dangerous. Why? Alright, let's run all the way back to the gene bank so that we can upgrade our stuff. What a great way to hide a loading screen. Definitely effective. I don't know, is
Go
there anything,
ahead. I'll be fine.
you want to talk about while we're doing this?
I don't know. I've just kind of been vibing. I got my hair cut even shorter, so that's fun. Because now we know how it's gonna grow out, so she could cut it really short without worrying about my curly hair going fucking insane.
Oh boy.
So yeah, now it's quite short.
Yeah, okay, they definitely reduced the amount of ammo you can carry on you, because you can only carry 2 mags worth of any ammo type.
Strange. Strange choice.
Ah, what? I can't buy... Oh, that's stupid. I can't buy upgrades for Devil's Kiss. Why?
Oh, boo.
That's stupid.
Because this game hates you.
Alright. Well, I guess we'll take Shock Shade aid, because we're gonna get Shock Jockey at some point. Alright, so let's... Okay, why do they have that airlock load screen if they also just have regular load screens?
Yeah, like I was gonna ask because it's such like a hard stop when you load. Like just make the airlock scene longer if you really needed that extra time.
God, remember that one pub? Remember that pub where if you walked into it, there was
Which
no
one?
loading? The one with like the first box
Oh,
message,
yeah.
where if you walked out of it, you got a load, you got a
Yeah.
little load ping no matter what. Walking
Yeah,
into
like,
it was seamless.
It's
Walking
gotta be a
out was.
workaround for something, but it's so weird.
It's because they couldn't. Holy hell! It's supposed to be murder on the speed runs.
We told them to take their extra time, and they sure are taking it.
Ash, this is your fault.
I have manifested this into being. My power.
Alright, can you manifest
What the
Bitcoin out
hell?
of this thing?
Alright, bud. Are you sure this game isn't haunted?
You know what?
What the fuck?
We had a cursed copy of Bioshock 2 where you could only have one save file because the game said no. I think this game's slightly more cursed.
Alright,
What?
Okay,
Did
Bioshock Infinite Burial at Sea. What do I call this?
airlock not loading, I guess?
You're
Airlock.
stuck in airlock.
Like, did I soft lock the game by running too fast? Is that even a thing?
Yeah, this is apparently a known glitch where the door just gets stuck.
People paid actual money for this DLC. I got it bundled with Bioshock
People
1.
paid $15 entire dollars for this DLC.
Yeah. Also, shout out to the fact that you had to buy Burial at Sea Part 2 separately, despite it literally being Part fucking 2.
Yeah, you know, collectively you spent $30 on this video game where this known glitch never got patched.
Yeah, and again, you would literally never buy a Part 2 of anything without getting the Part 1. Like, I have to ask, did Burial at Sea come out? Oh. Oh my fucking god. No, please.
How far back?
You remember the entirety of the ladies' wear department?
Did it not save that?
Because we picked up a new pair of pants in the ladies' wear department. We don't have it!
We sure did. Fuck this game.
Look, it's going to give us the shock jockey dialogue, yeah?
Short circuited.
Yes!
Be able to pop it open.
Yeah.
Shock jockey?
It's like...
Familiar with shock jockey?
More than you could know.
Let's look around.
Alright, speedrun time.
The store ain't been ransacked by splicers yet.
Did we even get
Let's
anything?
go!
What did we even get over in Ladies Wear? We got like an infusion tonic and then the thing we're never gonna use. No, we're not going there again.
It's not worth it.
Like, the best thing we got out of there was a pile of cash we used to buy stuff, and that was it.
God, what the, like, because I looked up the glitch. It's a known glitch that, like, everyone seems to run into.
If you want to backtrack, no you don't.
Fuck you. No, you don't get to play the video game.
God, you just melt on this difficulty. Oh.
This is the part where the game drops its fun facade and just goes, actually, fuck you, we hate you.
You wanna know the best part?
We hate you so much.
You know how we, like,
What?
backtrack super far, and that's the reason... You know how we backtrack super far for a shop, and that's the reason the game glitched and we lost all that progress?
Yeah.
It was literally on the floor above us.
Good.
I literally pressed the button right as the prompt to get health disappeared.
God.
Phil, we're just buying possession aids because you know what? Just getting one machine gun enemy is probably worth way more than literally anything else. Because the machine guns the enemy have feel like they came from frickin' Doom.
Looks like the plasma department is back that way. I'm sure we'd find something useful there. All yours.
What a stupid frickin' game.
Tells me all that cold isn't just coming from the ice rink.
Oh, is this how we get shock jockey? Alright. Wait, no, this is the way forward. What was that other thing with the hairpin lock? I assume that was the way forward, because hairpin
Side
locks...
content, I guess.
No, but hairpin locks are used to gate, like, story progression stuff. Oh, oh, thank fuck. For a second, I thought we
Oh
got
god,
the glitch
I thought
again.
that one wasn't gonna open.
No, I guess shock jockey's this way.
I was real concerned.
Yeah, no one trusts this game.
Who is it? You don't belong here!
Yeah, like, honestly, getting an enemy is worth way more than actually anything else. Great. They still bullets for you. God, these executions are still so over the top. It's great.
They're so over the top and trying to be gory that it just kind of comes off as very childish.
Yeah.
Like, wow, look at how edgy and tough and bloody our game is. Like, God.
Yeah. I do want to note, it's still a really just dumb and pointless way of trying to make this game more like BioShock by just cutting down your resources to try and emulate that survival horror feel.
Yeah, it's trying to be like the first games, but in the most, like, superficial way possible. It's like they forgot how to make a survival horror game.
I love how they just don't even give you, like, the plasmid animations anymore. Also, holy
No.
shit, Shock
Too
Jockey's
much
expensive.
work.
Why is Shock
You
Jockey so
paid
expensive?
$15 entire dollars for this back in the day.
Why did
Paid
Ryan
15
lock
entire
up
dollars for this. It's been years since this DLC came out, and they never fixed the airlock glitch.
Why not shut down the competition in the bargain.
But I thought
Nope.
Andrew Ryan was all about free markets and open competition.
There was like zero effort involved in getting Shock Jockey. It's ridiculous.
Find the other guys eating your lunch.
We fought 4
This
dudes.
game came out in 2013. They have had so much time to fix it, and they have not.
Can we talk about how a pair of pants and like a stat boost took like 6 times the effort it took to get Shock Jockey?
It sure did.
Oh hey, new shoes.
Hell yeah.
It gives us damage
Let me
resistance.
have a look.
It's still a worse version of the stuff in the base game, because the version of that in the base game gives you straight up damage immunity. Although, to be fair, I think this one also gives you bonus damage. Yeah, it does give you bonus damage. Okay. Yeah, I'm not entirely a fan of this weird system, like, merging 2 separate gear pieces together and then nerfing the effects.
Like,
'Cause, like,
I get that they're trying to balance it so that you aren't an absolute powerhouse the entire time, but I don't know if they're pulling it off that well.
it doesn't feel that good because there's already, like, a direct comparison to stuff in the original game. It just feels like you're getting
Yeah.
demonstrably worse stuff because the game wanted to be harder somehow.
Like, sure, there's only so many power-ups you can give in a game like this, but I think it would have helped them a lot if they tried to just make entirely new ground-up equipment.
Yeah, like frickin' Minerva's Den in Bioshock 2 did a really good job of this, because they started you at nothing, and you got the same upgrades, but the way you got them is different, and you got some fun new toys on top of that. In this, you don't even get anything,
Yeah.
not to mention they had Gravity Well and the laser gun, which are both completely and utterly unique. What do you get in this game? Old Man Winter, which already existed in the previous 2 games.
Like, it just kind of feels like they either didn't try or were under some serious, like, developmental struggles for the entirety of this video game.
Alright, perfect. Thanks, Shock Jockey, for being useless. Shock Jockey ate literally all of my Eve at once.
Good.
I'm going to buy more Eve. Let's see if the airlock glitch kills us.
Yeah, I'm willing to bet that were some serious dev problems because, like, the last thing the studio did was BioShock Infinite Burial at Sea Part 2, and then, like, most of their staff got laid off.
Perfect. Also, I think we lost literally half our cash from that death. I think we're at 60 and it
God.
knocked us down to 30. Which is stupid because cash is a limited thing in this DLC.
Can't hear myself.
Wonderful.
Backing up. Why don't you give me Eve and not health right now, Elizabeth? This is not helpful.
Keep your eyes open.
Thanks, video game. I think it takes a flat amount of this. What on earth was that? Ash, you couldn't hear that, but the game gave the weirdest fucked up wibbling noise in existence.
I cannot wait to hunt down the VOD and hear that. This is just lending more credence to our haunted Bioshock copy.
Is that supposed to be a whale? What? I've never heard that before, and I don't think it's supposed to sound like that. That is a whale! I'm not crazy, that is a whale. Why is it so loud in comparison to literally everything else, though?
Audio mixing is my passion.
It is so loud compared to everything else, and it like cuts off, and like cuts in and then cuts out. It doesn't naturally fade out.
Once again, this game is cursed.
This game was $15 frickin'
Actually
dollars.
possessed by the spirit of a lost gamer. Sir, you can't climb into my lap. There's things there. Hi.
Welcome to the street.
For those not in the know, my dog is currently begging for attention.
Why is that whale so loud? It literally deafens all the other noises in the game. The low health noise disappeared because of how loud that whale is. Wait, do we want half the thing that makes traps cheap? No, we have the thing that makes traps cheaper. The game just doesn't want to let me use it.
Yeah, you know. Because why would it?
Why do you die so fast in this DLC? Do they like crank up the damage without telling you? I feel like these guys do more damage than they did before.
Maybe.
Because they definitely did. You definitely did not die this fast on hard mode in the base game. Like we are on hard mode. Yeah, we're not on something else. No, we're on hard. We are not.
We should be on hard mode.
Yeah, we're on hard. We're not on 1942 or whatever. Yeah, your shield just evaporates.
Yeah, it seems like they just kind of cranked up the enemies and then didn't do any other balancing. And then they called that hard mode.
And then they gave you the loudest whale in existence. What on earth is going on with that? It doesn't even sound like it's like an actual sound effect, because it doesn't fade away, it doesn't fade out, it just abruptly ends.
Okay, this is apparently a glitch.
Well, I'm not hitting another checkpoint button because I don't want to do that fight again until after we pick up Old Man Winter.
New plasmid.
Yeah, apparently if you hit, when you hit the next checkpoint and you restart,
Not sure I understand. What's it called?
Tim,
Please elaborate.
you don't expect a girl to share all.
just what the fuck is with this game? Why is the ambient whale sound noise suddenly cranked up to 1,000?
God. This is like that thing where if you mod Arma with like multiple things, they can just have the wildest interactions. Like, I don't actually play Arma, but I have seen people complain about it. Like, there's this one that literally turns off respawning in multiplayer if you have like a specific cocktail of mods on, even though none of them directly affect that. Alright.
God.
Your last checkpoint autosave was at June 8th, 2021, 11:14. It is currently 11:06. Okay, I think we're good to restart the checkpoint.
One would hope.
God, like, what's the weird... Like, that's on the level of, like, Sims glitches, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. So people, I was playing The Sims 3 once, and I had the little bee hives, the little bee boxes, because I love them, and I ran into a glitch where for whatever reason the B boxes just got real fucking loud.
Was that?
So I was like, okay, I guess I'll just turn down the noise sliders for ambient noise, and it wouldn't turn down. I don't know what it was tied to, but it would only shut up when I muted my laptop, and then it fixed itself.
Do you, Mr. DeWitt?
And like, that's a Sims 3 glitch, which I understand because that game's broken as hell. This game is not doing anything The Sims 3 is doing. It
Yeah.
shouldn't have these problems.
Yeah, doesn't The Sims 3 have like 30 different DLC that each have their own bugs anyway?
Yeah, like The Sims 3 is a 2009 game with a shoddy base, then proceeded to get around 30 some odd DLCs, each with varying forms of content and each with their own unique problems due to poor planning and coding.
Want to see matters set to right.
Bioshock Infinite doesn't have any of that.
The bathysphere's back that way.
Like, there are a couple of like weird fucky things in the base game, but nowhere near this level.
Yeah, like, it's just so rushed.
Oh yeah, look! The samurai!
Whoa! What?
The Weaves are winning! Oh, you can only have one Weave left by time. Oh, no. Oh, sorry, this is that's not. Also, jeez, everything has too much health and does too much damage on this difficulty. Like, this is just stupid, honestly. Wait, that was the... Why is the carbine a triple shot? I thought it was a single shot in the base game. Why does it do burst fire now? Who on earth came up with this system? Why did they change how the carbine's basic fire works? It was a single shot in the base game.
Oh, and apparently that whale sound glitch isn't limited to just whale sounds. It's most common for whale sounds, but sometimes the game will just pull on any ambient sound effect and make it the only sound.
Perfect.
Good video game.
Like, okay, the whale sound effect isn't as bad anymore, but it's still, like, a bit loud. Why is it so frequent, is my
Like,
question.
what the fuck do you have to do?
Alright, so now we have to go... Like, can we not just jump to the other side of the gap from here? We have lived
Yeah,
way further than
honestly.
this jump.
Like, we're doing so much work for such a stupid obstacle.
Yeah, 'cause we can literally just jump down there and be done with it, but no. Alright, time to risk the loading screen of death.
Please. Please, I am begging you, security door.
Okay, good. The very obvious lighting change was actually encouraging. There's literally no point in fighting these guys because we're not going to get stuff back from them that's worth what we spend to kill them.
God.
Also, I love how we can I love how we get to sub the Columbia gun turret. That's actually a neat touch.
It's cute. Like, sometimes this game has cute moments.
What'd she to you? Why risk life?
Yeah, too bad this game sucks.
You owe me no explanation.
Like, a lot.
Too bad they apparently didn't play test it at all.
I don't know. You have a reason for every stupid thing
Alright,
you've
side
ever done.
area.
Started showing up. Looking peaked.
Why is this turret already destroyed? I didn't do that.
Need to feed the brat. Should have known she would never.
How did you lose?
There's another samurai.
Business.
Oh, shotgun! Okay, that was worth coming down here for. I'm sure it'll suck, but hey, it's a shotgun. Getting a shield infusion should be really... That did nothing. That was like pixels. Pixels of survivability.
Of course.
Alright. Give me some ammo, please. Because I want ammo. Yeah, that works.
I wouldn't sell this crap. Cut it away like
You just run past everything. There's no point fighting these guys because you'll maybe get your bullets back, but that's a long shot. And then some.
You might get some form of reward 5% of the time.
You'll get whatever you can loot from the room they were in. Give me that lockpick. Alright. Could we not have just taken the bathysphere to the other departments, by the way?
Fun.
Like, genuinely, I think if we run into a hard patch, I'm just gonna turn down the difficulty because this game. Get up! Sorry to everyone who wanted to see me do this seriously. We're going on easy mode because this doesn't deserve the effort.
This game has lost any and all goodwill I had towards it, with all of the repeatable glitches that never got patched.
Not even a little.
If
Yeah,
you
like,
have
I don't want to
any
risk
interest
running
in
into the
joining
whale.
Andrew Ryan Book Club,
I swear that water was inside the bathysphere. I don't want to risk running into another whale sounds glitch because I got shot in the head by like 6 dudes all at once, and each shot takes 90% of my health.
Sally.
Because I think your shield literally doesn't do anything in this DLC on hard mode. Because it just evaporates in under 1 bullet.
You don't let a kid out of your sight.
but you did.
Yeah, and here we are.
Like, it's just not balanced in a way that's fun.
What's she to you?
I have an interest in reuniting you.
But they definitely did some weird ninja bullshit to make enemies both tougher. In order to
Let's hope Colin
they not have had a moon pool instead of draining this entire thing every single time. Like 6 people want to move from one department of the store to the other. Whatever.
probably thought putting a child in prison would be high art.
The sooner we find her, the better.
But yeah, they wanted to make that survival horror feel. So they went into the background and they cranked up how tough every single enemy is. Yeah, they went and secretly
Like, that's
cranked
not
up
what
the
makes
health and damage
survival
in the
horror
background.
survival horror.
Oh yeah, they all.
Because,
Oh
like,
yeah.
Silent Hill 2 is not a hard game, but it still hits the survival horror mark due to atmosphere.
Yeah, this game doesn't have atmosphere.
What are you doing?
This is the schematic for the venting system.
This game doesn't have atmosphere when the entire universe unloads behind you if you look away for 3 seconds and then fails to catch up when you look back.
Apply it, chauffeur.
So,
If she's in there,
Jesus, come on, guys.
come out of.
God, yeah.
Oh,
Now there are 5. All these vents are connected to this.
Listen, how on earth do you know there are 6 vents in this entire fucking building?
She'll be forced out through the central exhaust.
she's just a genius like that.
No, we just make it hot enough to flush her out.
can't do that.
Look, either we find her, or one of those splicers will.
All right. Where are the other
Oh,
vents?
right, this... Okay, so... I do want to make it a point that it's that Elizabeth just came up with the idea to literally set the entire ward of tunnels the Little Sisters use on fire in order to drive Sally out of hiding. And then she treats you like
no danger there.
And then she treats you like you're the monster. This is the exact same thing where she fucking lampshaded you into dying at the end of Infinite.
God. Like, Elizabeth has problems, which would be fine if the game treated them like they were problems. Instead of just character traits that she has
Help me out with this
that
lock.
don't get called out.
Yeah.
It's done.
Also, even without the glitch, those whales are just very loud. Oh right, we didn't get the pants with the bonus reload speed. which I now regret, but whatever, I
We
guess.
didn't get the
Oh,
beautiful
Mickey just
wide
wants to
stance
give you a little
cowboy.
squeeze.
Yeah, they definitely crank up. Yeah, hard mode cranks up their aggression too, apparently. These guys are way more passive.
Apparently so.
Like, I swear, the guys on hard mode, these guys are freaking aimbots. Like, you saw how quickly you just melted underneath them.
2 down. Where to now?
Yeah.
They just stood around
Like, I
waiting to
feel
die.
no regret at switching to easy.
Yeah. Alright, let's see. Those events in the bistro. Are we going to get... Oh yeah, we might upgrade to our gun. Yes, we can. We can. I think one of the noises is being affected by the audio glitch, but it's hard to tell. Also, I don't care enough to fix it, because the checkpoints in this game are atrocious.
Yeah, fucked up that they didn't checkpoint you after you went through the women's section.
I also want to know, they didn't checkpoint you after you picked up Old Man Winter, they checkpointed you before the entire conversation you had with Elizabeth.
God. Like, if a game isn't going to allow you manual saves, then you better be generous with your checkpoint.
Alright, so let's see, what else is that? Thanks, Elizabeth. Let's see. If we find the code, we get the useless radio gun that makes enemies explode if you stare at them for too long.
A turkey or a splicer.
Great.
Code lock. No way to get it without knowing what it is.
It's also a complete coincidence
Does the
that...
hack gun make a reappearance in DLC?
No, but lockpick... No, but they do turn lockpicking into a minigame in the next part.
Hack gun, my beloved.
I didn't notice that. There's little faces emblazoned on coins here.
Huh.
Yeah, they're like the masks from Houdini slicers. Anyway, we're not coming back to the radar gun. We're on easy mode.
Still got a joke.
Alright, moving on.
We've officially entered into not giving a shit mode.
Yeah, all we need to do is cook a little girl. That's it. What?
What?
Why on earth was this moving, and why is there
What?
a burn... Why is there a burned baby in this movie? Why was it moving? I think there was supposed to be an animation there, but because we
Was
got...
it trying to be a horror game again for 5 seconds?
Okay, you know what I think happened? I sort of saw Booker snap into an animation when I interacted with this. But I think we got shot through the door, and it canceled the animation, so we didn't see why this thing started moving.
It's not working.
Like, that was supposed to be a thing, but then it wasn't. Oh my god, I got both. I was twofer. Alright, well, I guess we'll just follow the arrow, because I don't care.
Okay.
Alright, let's see if we can finish this DLC today. Through the glorious art of...
Let's go.
Yeah, I swear, one of these noises is definitely way too loud, but the checkpoint is stuck, so I don't care. Yeah, it's one of like the end. It's one of like the music things. I think one of the music things is too loud.
Like, legitimately, what the fuck do you have to do to your video game to make this a common glitch?
You have to remember this isn't in the base game. It's exclusive to the DLC. But how do you fuck up? Wouldn't you just use the same base you used with the DLC?
Yeah, you would think that if this was a DLC problem, it would also be a main game problem. And yet...
Like, audio fuck-ups aren't something you would get in the main... aren't something that would just appear in a DLC.
Sally? Sally, it's me, Booker.
Now, you come out now. Sally? Dear, do you hear me? It's me, Booker. Now listen, dear. You come out right now.
Mr. DeWitt, she's not coming.
So just as a note as to why Sally isn't responding to Booker, it's because there is quite a bit of brainwashing when you get turned into a little sister. And oh, hey Elizabeth, I think I just phased through you.
Last one.
Where's the exhaust?
In the toy department.
Elizabeth?
Oh.
There you go.
I do love how they let you just skip the dialogue, like... Oh, God, right. Okay. So fun fact, in the base game, if you were talking to Elizabeth and she had something to say, look at all the enemies. The map is trying to do this up hard. Okay, I don't care. Okay, more than one noise is way too loud, I think.
Fun glitch of destroy your speakers.
Yeah, you know what? I think I'm actually going to do a checkpoint restart because this is getting ridiculous. Didn't you say... Didn't the glitch say it was every time you hit a checkpoint and not just every time you, like, loaded?
I don't know.
It has to do with, like, the game saving or something, because definitely more stuff was too loud once we hit that save point where the game janked for a minute.
Locked from the other side.
This is significantly quieter now.
Look.
God, so there's just an issue when the game, like, saves, where it just cranks the volume for no reason.
I think I can squeeze through. Give me a boost.
Okay, never mind. Okay. For a second, I thought I janked the game by interrupting her. I'm going to climb through the vents dialogue with the "Oh yeah, I'm going to spawn a terror for you" dialogue.
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if that happened.
Oh, absolutely not.
What's taking so long?
I can't get the.
Come on!
I'm trying. Just give me a
Oh, if
second.
she's taking way too long to open the door, something's gonna happen.
Real Booker.
Yeah, I'm gonna fight this thing that winter here. But it doesn't have a food option. Fucking I guess. Oh, there's two of them! You freeze me at. You freeze her like the. You freeze her like the patty. I absolutely banged the bed. I'm sorry. Did no one think to check if the ice balls would clip through the terrain?
I don't think anyone tested anything. I don't think they had any play testers.
Like, no, that very blatantly clipped through the terrain there.
Worse for wear.
Speak for yourself.
Oh wait, I guess I'm full on machine gun ammo. Alright. Oh, it's literally called the Tommy gun in this game. Alright. Let's do this now. Winter. That is not the way to go. I don't care then. Because it's not like we're even going to keep any of the stuff we pick up here after we finish part 1. Like, none of this carries over to part 2. Because part 2 wants to be Thief and Dishonored. Alright.
Like, we've gotta
Alright,
be
let me go
hitting the
check the
finale
exhaust
of this chapter.
Oh no, yeah, the final boss fight's literally in this room. You just have to turn on the key.
Fun.
Alright, you're
So that's
essentially
$15 for what, like 3 hours of content?
Looks like we'll need to turn
a
up the
little
third
bit
set
more
of
if you're doing
refresher.
sides.
It's over
A
that
little
way.
bit more if you're going through looting rooms, but holy fuck, a motorized Patriot? That's going to be useless against the Big Daddy. The Big Daddy's also
I
going
don't
to
know the
melt.
going rates for DLC, so I'm genuinely curious. Is this like a good deal?
Considering the enjoyment factor, probably not, but but that's mostly because I don't like this game anymore.
Turn it up.
What?
Alright, how much is she gonna turn it up to? Currently, the heating's at 55 degrees. Is that Celsius or Fahrenheit? I have to assume it's Fahrenheit. 55 is
That
stupidly
would.
hot
This has
in
got to
Celsius.
be
Need to get back to the
Fahrenheit,
exhaust before we
because you
lose
would
the girl.
die if this was Celsius.
I'm gonna be honest, she did turn up to max, but it does seem like it maxes out at 100 degrees. Which is still pretty bad, but like, not the fucking fires of hell bad.
Sally, come out! It isn't working.
I told you she's coming.
Like,
Like,
Booker,
that's an uncomfortable level of heat.
yeah, but it wouldn't like instantly charbroil the copper pipes like this. I do want to note that Booker
No.
literally feels bad
Unless
about
they
this.
really weren't prepared for it.
We are hurting her. Sally! Sally? Sally, it's Booker. It's me. Sally, come on. I'm gonna get you out of here. Sally! Come out here right now! Sally. No.
Booker, you know what? He probably doesn't know what little sisters actually look like, because there's a big thing about how like they're dressed up and their makeup and all that jazz.
Soon.
This is easy mode. Look at how much fucking health this thing has.
Yeah, once again, no regrets on switching to easy, because this looks like it would be hell on hard mode.
Also,
Do it, ammo.
they gave this thing a frickin' grappling hook because they realized it'd be too easy for you to just use the sky hook in the room to avoid him because Big Daddies are slow as shit. Except for this guy! Look how fast this thing is. This is not a Big Daddy.
Except for this guy who was a track all-star in high school, apparently.
This is like Alpha Series level speed. I think it's because this guy's like a reskin handyman. And the handyman...
Probably. I don't trust them to not just reskin random bullshit.
Yeah, they at least changed it so he has a get over here Scorpion Wahoo grapple hook instead of, you know, the handyman's electro thing that kind of needs this. Alright, Mr. Tommy Gun Man, please murder this thing.
Please eviscerate my enemies.
I think we're literally out of ammo now. This is great. Like, could you
Time for
imagine?
melee.
Could you imagine trying to do this on hard when this guy could probably one-shot you, no problem? Especially since he just has
Yeah,
these.
it's just,
Also, these medkits are way weaker.
the
than they
game
used
is
to be.
not fun.
Done.
So about it, me and the boys don't like the fact that you have a freaking grapple hook for no reason. Funnily enough, this guy's actually. God, he had so much health.
Mr. DeWitt, the girl.
The funniest thing is he doesn't even have anything on him. They just decided Big Daddies are literally immortal in this iteration.
Why?
Alright, so we're gonna have final thoughts
okay,
of part 1
Is
in a
she-
minute. Because this is literally it. This is the end of part
Oh,
1.
okay.
She's come to see you. We're going home. You want to go home? Don't, please, don't. I'm here. I just want to take you home. I just want you.
You're hurting her.
Come with
She's
me.
not your child.
She is
And this is
mine.
what he's doing
Let
here.
her go. Let her go.
She's mine. It's closing. Shut it down. Shut down the
Legitimately,
machine.
why is she there?
Shut down the machine.
The end of Bioshock Infinite was only
Don't know.
The end of... Oh yeah, so... This Comstock... I can only assume that this Comstock is alive because his particular Elizabeth fucking died.
Poor child.
Yeah, his particular Elizabeth just got her whole ass head just snapped.
She
Snapped
wasn't
off.
Yours, Comstock. I wasn't
Yeah, this particular Comstock fucked up bad.
to have.
But he's like the nicest of the Comstocks
Yeah.
because he's genuinely remorseful for what he did to this kid.
Turn to us to solve your problem.
Like, honestly, I don't think the Comstock from the base game would have legitimately felt bad for accidentally killing Elizabeth like that.
To own up to his errors, was he, brother?
Never comfortable with
Yeah.
Always seeking someone else's life to claim as his own.
But yeah, essentially, this Comstock felt so bad, he got the Lutesses to let him run away to another universe to live as Booker.
Elizabeth. Child. I am
Honestly,
so
this is
sorry.
at least a neat backstory.
Yeah, but like... Yeah... It feels like an even further step from the Elizabeth we had at the end of Infinite.
Like, Elizabeth doesn't have a smooth character arc. She just kind of jumps.
Like, this
to
Elizabeth...
whatever the game needs her to be at any given moment.
Alright. That's it, they don't even have a credit screen.
What the f- This could have just been one DLC!
Yeah, okay, so... I want to actually... We're not going to do much of Burial at Sea Part 2, and I know it'd probably be smarter to just cut it off here, but... I want to complain about something that's in the first 5 minutes of this. So, Ash, what are your final thoughts on this
Let's go,
DLC?
then.
New game. Easy.
Poorly balanced, absurd glitches that never got patched. It's got a neat backstory, at least, even if Elizabeth continues to be characterized strangely. It didn't make a lot of sense at certain points.
Yeah. You also have to remember that neat backstory you're talking about completely invalidates the end of Bioshock Infinite in its entirety.
Sally.
It sure does.
Because literally, the point of the ending of Bioshock Infinite was so that neither Booker nor Comstock exist in any reality beyond that point.
You're about to be.
So, like, that Comstock being immune doesn't even make sense, because if he was immune to time nonsense, why was that particular why was Elizabeth there? Like, why was Elizabeth there? And why did they come up with this weird cockamamie thing to make him feel bad and then just immediately execute him?
Yeah, like, it's such a cop-out, too. They've come up with, like, a legitimately
Yes.
interesting sort of take on his character, and then they kill him immediately.
Votre nom?
Elizabeth.
Pour vous, Elisabeth.
You know, I did actually forget we have a dream sequence before we get to the thing I want to complain about with Booker.
Thank you.
God, we still have 15 minutes left before we hit, like, the 2-hour mark, though.
We've got sweet time.
It would be smart to just end the stream here, but whatever. Welcome to Paris! Elizabeth
Never
doesn't...
done anything smart.
Welcome to Paris. Elizabeth doesn't fucking deserve this place, because, like...
Bonjour, Monsieur
Genuinely. Genuinely, what the fuck was she doing
Like,
during this whole place?
I understand what they want to do with Elizabeth's arc, but it just comes across so unnaturally because how she reacts in response to things is very inconsistent and based solely on what the plot demands at the moment. Like, she kills one person and then suddenly jumps from a naive princess to a hardcore pragmatist in the span of 5 minutes.
Yeah, and then she kills Booker, and that makes her cruel and sadistic. Like, she doesn't care what she did
Yeah,
to Sally.
like, it's
She
just...
Like, she genuinely didn't
Like,
care
God,
what she
it
did
could
to
be
Sally.
an interesting arc.
Yeah, like, she just
Like, the
wanted-
idea of this naive little girl who went through a lot, and then, like, she finally gets to escape, and it's just hardship after hardship, and it slowly breaks away her naivete until she's just stone cold and cruel, because that's all she's kind of absorbed. but it's not. We don't have the time with her for it to really work like that.
Yeah. Also, I want to note that you know how you mentioned how her characterization jumps around really sporadically? You know how she's like,
Yes.
you know how she was like super ultra cold and callous and sadistic? Because she wanted to punish Comstock for killing Elizabeth by accident. So, and to do that, she literally fried a child.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She
well guess
quite
what?
literally sacrificed this child for her own ends.
Well guess what? She felt so bad about it, she went back to Rapture. She immediately changed characters to someone who's nice.
God.
Alright, let's go get Sally. She felt so bad about it afterwards, despite showing literally no sign that she was unsure about literally anything she did during the part 1. That she gave up her powers as literally a goddess. Literally a trans-dimensional goddess, or whatever the fuck a quantum super being's supposed to
Sally,
be.
where are you going?
God, look at that child's suit.
It's just.
Sally, hold on!
She's whatever the narrative needs her to be at any given moment, and it means that trying to relate to her or understand her as a character
Stop,
just doesn't
stop.
fucking work because she's whatever she needs to be.
Like,
Where did she go?
viewers, I'm trying not to spoil stuff, but I have such a freaking rant lined up for the end of this DLC because of how it tries to attach itself to Bioshock.
God, I can't wait.
Because, like, yeah, Burial at Sea is set entirely within Rapture, or at least a part of Rapture. Oh, it's fixed. Hey, Sally.
It wasn't my fault. I didn't do anything!
Not to mention, she felt so bad about being a jerk to Sally that she specifically went back to the reality where she was a jerk. Like, wait, no, let's reel it back for a second and rant about it after the reveal.
Sorry!
Because there
I
is a
never
plot
should've
hole.
left.
She is a quantum super being. Yeah, you'd think those would be hard to kill because they have magic fucking powers.
You know, you would think that after she became like a full-on time goddess, she'd be pretty strong.
Alright. So, now it's time to see what they did with Booker. Also, hey Comstock, we killed you.
There he is.
Empty?
God, that is such a dumb looking gun.
What are the odds?
Oh, I'm sure it's got like a real... I'm sure that's actually like a real gun somewhere, but the barrel's just so long. Hey Atlas!
This ain't a sporting event.
I mean, to be fair, a lot of old guns look silly.
Not animals, you know.
Yeah, fair. I just want to be mean to this
Let
game.
her go!
Also, fun fact. There's this thing where you can find a secret room in the game, and it gives you this big reveal that Atlas is actually Fontaine. Hey, Booker.
Booker?
Like, if you're playing Bioshock Infinite Burial Sea Part 2, you know about how Atlas is Fontaine.
Just say it.
I can get you back to Rapture.
Push
Oh,
the
so
button.
does Atlas have his cool accent?
What was that you said about Rapture?
I can get you
Yeah,
back.
Atlas is Irish right now.
And how you plan on doing that, sister? You some
Good
kind
for
of magician?
him.
Suchong.
What?
Tell him Suchong.
Suchong.
And how do you know that slant-eyed wonder?
But yeah, they wanted to ape Bioshock so bad they turned Rapture into your radio companion. Sorry, no, they turned Booker into your radio companion. They turned Rapture into
How does
Dishonored.
Suchong propose to get us back? That's between me
That's between me
and the slant.
and the slant. But if I do this, the girl goes with me.
Little sisters are worth their weight.
I think it would have been really funny if they decided to put
Last
Jack
chance.
Ryan Bioshock in as your radio companion because he's a silent protagonist.
It's a right fairy tale you've dreamed up.
It would have made zero sense. But
God.
But if you're lying, we can just as well kill you tomorrow. Down here,
I'm sure there would have been a fun way to have you like communicating
in
with
case I need to get hold of
Jack as like
If you
like
see
Child
Suchong,
Jack or something.
Atlas says.
Because apparently he grows up super fast.
Honestly, I'm surprised they didn't.
Yeah. No, but like from the way the timeline's like presented to you, it makes zero sense because apparently Rapture.
Elizabeth.
No, I guess you do get. I guess you do get fucking knocked out from him, so I guess the timeline's a little better. Never mind.
You're not Booker.
Of course I ain't.
Hey, Booker.
What have I gotten myself into? I didn't orphan that girl. I didn't kidnap her.
But she made for some exceptional bait, didn't she?
I want to note that Elizabeth. I love how you have to fix the doll head.
Did it?
If you have to pick up the doll head, why not have a special animation for picking it up rather than just having it zoop into her hand?
Knowledge. I lost a pinky.
Because they put
That version of
zero
me, she
effort
lost
into this.
Everything. And Comstock, that final
Yeah, just like-
Comstock, he thought he could avoid his guilt by coming here.
You educated him proper.
Then why am I
Thanks,
back
Lisa.
here? Huh? I don't remember opening a tear to come back. And who are you? Huh?
I think you'll figure that out soon enough.
Like, generally, did anyone fucking care about Booker enough for him to come back? Or is this entirely just for
Like,
Elizabeth, but
does-
no one... Booker was not a good character. Like, even ignoring...
Booker didn't have much character, and the character we did see wasn't good.
He was dumb, he was inconsistent, he sold his kid, like... You can be a bad person and be a good character, but he was nice, but he wasn't a good character. And he certainly wasn't a good person.
But you know he's the
And he
key
certainly
to
wasn't even, like, a capable character.
Elizabeth.
Yeah, and he's not even all that memorable. Like, because there are game protagonists where, like, I think they do objectively bad things, but they're memorable.
Like,
But
the...
Booker just kind of fades into the background of a million grizzled, angry shooter boys.
Like, the only thing anyone remembers about this game is the ending of Infinite. Maybe they care about Elizabeth because she was a pair of tits on the screen.
God. Yeah, maybe they care about Elizabeth because she was sexualized the entire game despite being your daughter.
Like, Ash, would you say Elizabeth was a good character, considering how wonky her characterization was?
I think people can remember her as a good character because they can be like, oh, she had this arc, but then you actually play it, and her arc is very unnatural.
I want to note that they didn't fix the loading thing.
Good.
Yeah.
I'm glad they fixed nothing in the year between these two DLCs.
Oh my god, this came out a year after? Oh my fucking god, no. had it-
Yes!
Alright, so here is the other thing to complain about before we leave. Everybody, get ready for the dumbest thing in existence.
What are you?
Elizabeth, a quantum super being, a literal goddess among men, with the power to open tears in reality, to summon anything she wants, to literally teleport.
I feel strange and smaller. I can't
And
see
you know what she did?
what's behind the doors.
You know what she
I can't
did?
see the future. I can't
Well, we're
even
about to
the
see it.
past.
What did she do?
She died.
Oh my god.
Stay away from
She
me.
died to the big daddy we killed. Because apparently we just knocked it out. Because big daddies are literally immortal in this version of Rapture.
I was killed by that. Stay away from me!
Fuck off!
But then,
Yeah,
how
if you're paying careful attention,
here?
you would have noticed how her
can I be
pinky
dead in this world?
was actually intact and didn't have a symbol on it. Oh, wait, never mind. They only showed you her left hand, not her right hand.
I don't
I forgot which
understand.
pinky the symbol was.
God.
If we're going to end up in the same place as Vincent Harmon and John Hyde,
Are you being cute?
I've come round to your way of thinking.
Have you?
Yes.
Hey,
I do
Lutesses.
believe one can change
They're
things.
just here to cause problems
Hey,
on purpose.
Lutesses, how you
One had not.
These two fucking suck.
Good for them.
So was Newton. Especially when it came to apples falling
Like, I
from trees.
usually
They
love
always
characters who are
contrived to
just here to
land
cause
so
problems on purpose.
She left the
But
child
these
to
guys
rot
don't have any reasoning.
I'm implying
They're not
she
even
didn't
having
know
fun
what
doing
to do.
this.
And now she wants to
I need to go back.
Like, I fucking love shitlord characters that make your life harder. But these guys are just kind of there, and they're presented as a mystery, and then you never really get any closure on the mystery.
All they do is gossip in front of you. That's it.
Even for one such as you.
And basically, as a quantum super goddess, if you die in one reality, that's it. You don't get to go back to that reality because you've got a corpse there already.
She won't even remember this conversation. We've arrived.
Is that...
I doubt...
I guess that can track, maybe.
Wait a second. I doubt you'll even remember this conversation. You know, I'm just going to assume that Elizabeth herself is talking in this memory, but this memory is a static thing, sort of like that big reveal in the Stormlight Archives. Which was a good... Yeah. Like six people got that reference, and they just loved it so much.
Sally to rot. For what? So I could punish
Well, no,
Comstock?
no, Brandon Sanderson's a pretty popular writer. I'm sure more than 6 people enjoyed the reference to those incredibly long books.
But there is a thin line between a martyr and a fool.
Yeah, it starts with how many people feel bad about you dying. That sounds like such a deep line, but it's just, oh yeah, no one knows you. It's such a deep-sounding line, but like, a martyr and a fool, the difference is how many people your death inspires. That's it. That's how many people give a shit about you dying.
It's just me. I've changed, Booker.
So is this Booker
No
a
tears, no
hallucination,
cosmic
or is it like a Minerva's Den where he's an AI?
It's literally a hallucination. I think the role Booker serves in this
Fuck
DLC...
you.
The role Booker serves in this DLC is he's the one giving you objectives. He's the one who told you to tell Fontaine that you had a way out of Rapture. He's like a weird...
And you're just...
He's a weird anthropomorphization of
You're just the fragments of
Quantum
my memory
Elizabeth's
telling me what my
memories.
future holds?
You decided to come here, Elizabeth.
Yeah, like,
You knew what that meant.
this is basically how Quantum Elizabeth's
Lame.
memories are being translated to regular Elizabeth
Find Suchong.
through Booker. He's the one telling us what Quantum Elizabeth's plan was coming back here. And it's a stupid fucking plan.
Okay. This isn't an inherently bad choice to have him be a hallucination. It would be neat if he was like the interpretation of Booker from this Elizabeth. Because then you could have him acting in interesting ways.
Yeah, but like... God, what even...
But neither Booker nor Elizabeth are strong enough as characters for it to work all that well.
Yeah. Alright, well, everybody, I think this is a good place to stop. We've done a lot of complaining, a lot of ranting, and we got the entire
And we're
DLC
gonna
left
do
to go.
more.
We have the entire DLC left to go. Because next time, we're going to be complaining about the stealth mechanics. Because, you know, this is literally the finale to BioShock. Arguably, one of the biggest gaming series in existence. One of the most beloved franchises in all of reality. The first 2 games, very good survival horror.
Iconic BioShock.
Iconic BioShock. Less iconic BioShock 2. COD, but with a BioShock skin for Infinite. But it's still a looter. It's still a shooter. It's still got some looting. This is a stealth game. This is the bastardized love child between Dishonored and Thief, and it got all the bad traits. Because it's about as well executed as Part 1 is, but it's not even in the same genre of gameplay as the entire series up to this point. This would be like if you watched Star Wars, and then in the final movie... This would be like if you watched the entire Star Wars saga, but the final movie was actually High School Musical.
Honestly, that would be a better final movie than what we got.
This is like if you watched the entire Star Wars
My
saga.
Star Wars complaints are for a different day.
This would be like if you watched all of Star Wars, and they decided to end the series with a new trilogy that the director literally didn't even plan out, and just played by ear for all 3 movies. Crazy,
That'd
right?
be so weird.
This is, at its core, a cash grab. It has...
Yeah. And
Like
it
this-
didn't even work because the studio sacked most of their employees anyways.
Like, I will say, I do think this game has marginally better writing. And its biggest flaw, outside of how it ties itself to Bioshock 1, the biggest flaw with this game's writing is that it has to deal with Infinite's fucking spaghetti of quantum bullshit. It's still not good writing,
Yeah.
but they definitely didn't have anything going in.
Yeah, it's not the worst, but it's being bogged down by how bad Infinite was.
They killed one of the only 2 characters in... They killed one of the... Like, they had to start with having Booker DeWitt dead, so they just resurrected him. But no, it was Comstock, actually. And now Comstock's dead. But they still need to have someone to talk to your protagonist. So they just brought Booker back again. You know what this DLC
These
does?
consequences for our choices.
You know what this DLC does? It manages to kill both of your fucking protagonists. It manages to kill
Gets
off
to
both
have
of your
its cake
characters.
and eat it too. It killed both of them and they're still here.
It killed both of them and brought them back through no well-explained means. They literally killed Elizabeth off screen.
God.
They literally killed your perspective character off screen just to bullshit as to why you don't have superpowers. Like, I want to like, if I could change one thing about how this game's development went, and just this game, this DLC, I would have made it so that instead of Bioshock Dishonored Thief, I would have made this a superhero sandbox where you play as frickin' Elizabeth, quantum super goddess DeWitt. It would have been just.
God,
it would have been.
honestly.
It would have been just as stupid. It probably would have garnered even more hate than this pseudo-intellectualist bullshit. But it would have been fun. It would have been fun to just double down on the magic superpowers. Like, give me, like, Burial at Sea Part 2, but you play as Elizabeth from the E3 trailer where she was just a wizard.
Honestly,
Alright.
why not? Just fucking go for it.
That's the Burial at Sea we could have had. Bioshock Infinite, but you play as literally a space witch. But that is a discussion for next time. We'll be back tomorrow with this. Goodbye, everyone.
Tune in for even more bitching. Have a nice day.
I'm so sorry about this.